I just want to compare this, by the way, to what's happening to comedy on the left. There was a story, a wonderful story, that a comedian in England refused to perform at a charity event after he was sent a contract listing topics about which he could not joke. There's a guy named Konstantin Kaizen, the Jewish Comedian of the Year. He was sent a form that said, by signing this contract, you are agreeing to our no tolerance policy with regards to racism, sexism, classism, ageism, homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, xenophobia, Islamophobia, or anti-religion or anti-atheism. And the student leaders, this was at the London University, student leaders said the ban was necessary to preserve the event as a safe space and a place for joy, love, and acceptance. I can just imagine the joy and hilarity that's going to come from leftist comedy. In fact, before I break for the mailbag, I just have to play Hannah Gadsby. Hannah Gadsby is the woman who declared that her comedy was no longer going to be funny, and she proved it. This is a comedian at the Hollywood Reporter's annual Women in Entertainment event. This is Hannah Gadsby's comedy routine.
My issue is that when good men talk about bad men, they always ignore the line in the sand. The line in the sand that is inevitably drawn whenever a good man talks about bad men. I am a good man. Here is the line. There are all the bad men. The Jimmies and the good men won't talk about this line, but we really need to talk about this line. Let's call it Kevin. And let's never call it that again. We need to talk about how men will draw a different line for every different occasion. They have a line for the locker room, a line for when their wives, mothers, daughters, and sisters are watching. Another line for when they're drunk and fratting. Another line for non-disclosure, a line for friends, and a line for foes. You know why we need to talk about this line between good men and bad men? Because it's only good men who get to draw that line. And guess what? All men believe they are good.
Can't you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved?
That is a perfect description, a perfect depiction of comedy on the left. An angry, nasty, weirdly gendered human spouting off hate. And it's like, ha, 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 good job. Here's an Emmy, and everybody loves you, but nobody wants to see that ever again. That's what leftism does to you. That's what it turns you into. Hold on to your lady parts. Here we go.